From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Second and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
A first carry now for Chase Brown.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task. And, of course, the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCarthy.
His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
To the air with McCarthy. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, Gibson.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Antonio Gibson.
36 yards.
And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
All the line, right? Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. On play action, now McCarthy.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now McCarthy. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark. A little to throw.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
46-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Hamler now on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's into the hands of Iomanner.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
And that is incomplete.
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Off my chest and left my heart broken. Seeing how Goofy's a move for the green. Saying we on the same team.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides. But some...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
To the right side and caught by Iomanner.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Alec Iomanner.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
At the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. Sack. 180. Sack.
Here's Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Here's Ryan Rico now.
As he's on to punt for Cincinnati. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
McCarthy going to throw again.
Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Some strong running at the 20.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Man open, and that's Jamar Chase complete.
10 more yards. Complete to number 1, Jamar Chase. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Here we go.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
That's good for a Bengals.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. Now Burrow.
A short throw there pulled in by all.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard.
38-yard line, second and 9.
Here we go. 10, 11.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They will toss to Brown. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Burrow will throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Jamar Chase is so good. Oftentimes you feel like you almost take it for granted because you expect 1,000 yards or more each and every season, and that's exactly what he's done since he became a Bengal.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
A handoff for Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air with McCarthy.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Battle.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception.
McCarthy. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have it. On a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back to the start, there's a moment of silence, really back to the art. Mind blowing, it's a classic.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
You could really see him work through his progressions after the defense took away his first option. And that's easier said than done, especially when you aren't in the flow of the game yet. That's the kind of decision-making you're going to need all game long.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Don't try to prank me, man. Back in the days, I was riding on the trunking things. I saw my neck and my wrist with a fighting ring. I stay keeping, man, like a bad dream. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Louis, do you hear me, man? Protected like the Pope, I'm saying this is
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go. 11. Right in. Place up.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
That play makes me think they were approaching this as 4-down territory. They decide to throw, and worst case scenario, they can try and run it on 4th and short, but it didn't come to that. Nice play there on the short pass to keep the chains moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12
yards that time at a Cincinnati first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here's Perine again on second down.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run it with Perine on first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Big 13.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Up the middle, here's Perine.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
Which are some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Burrow. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Buccaneers 14. Evan McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is first and 10. Mayfield.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here comes second down. Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now third and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10. Now Mayfield. Gets this to Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
And see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Buccaneers.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Mayfield to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's first and 10. Here's Baker.
That is taken in by Hurst.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing, Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here comes second down at 5.
Here we go. 12.
To throw, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
A big play looming on third down. Burrow. And that's complete to Brown.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A 4-yard gain.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield now. Here's a diving catch right side. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point.
As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now?
Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Gibson here running out of the gun. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle end up making the play.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, with rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Now McCarthy.
And he comes back with one complete.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
McLaughlin for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd down and 4.
Now Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd.
Major news surrounding one of the premier head coaches in the NFL. He and his club parting ways in a move that's sending shockwaves across the NFL.